Hi,
Hi.
how are you? I feel like I'm
On
off center.
edge.
I feel like I'm
You are
off.
off center.
I know I am. It's okay. We all know I'm
Trade ya.
not right. So,
Trade ya.
how are how are you?
It's been a week. And it looks like it's going to be a week. My son has been sick on and off
Poor little man.
for the last, we'll say week and a half, because it really kind of started not this past weekend, but the weekend before. But I think I know the issue and hopefully can have it resolved quickly. But yeah, he's not keeping things inside his body. We'll say that.
That's not fun. Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just over it. I really am.
I can't imagine he feels like he wants it to continue.
No, and in fact, he will tell you he really, really dislikes the number two situation.
Yeah, I don't blame him there.
Yeah, he's like, I hate it. I was like, I know, buddy, I'm sorry. So yeah. Um, he has been, well, he missed school Monday from being sick. Uh, School was canceled yesterday on the account of the potential for freezing rain, making travel in the morning treacherous. To my knowledge, it was not. When I went to town later, unseasonably warm would be
Oh,
how I describe it.
that would be nice.
So tonight, on my way home from the store, ooh, something in my eye.
Your finger.
No, it was before my finger. It's still there. I get a message from the school district. School has been canceled for tomorrow,
Mm.
preemptively, in the event of we might get a lot of snow. My knowledge, it is still raining outside. Oh, shit. Watch sound backwards. That's terrible. Can't read it backwards. So let's see here. Looks like rain. Oh, now it says snow. Mind you, when we first started zooming, it was rain. So less than an hour. It only just started snowing then after midnight.
Good Lord.
Um, it was supposed to start snowing about 8 or 9 o'clock, last night because we're recording after midnight.
Yeah.
And we were expected to get between 8 and 12 inches,
Ugh, keep it. I don't want it.
with the most after midnight. It apparently didn't start snowing till after midnight.
Mm.
So I'm gonna guess we're not getting 8 inches. This preemptive canceling of school is kind of irritating me.
I could see it.
I mean, okay, I get it. I don't want him on the roads either if he doesn't have to be. But canceling with the idea that we might get this weather is ridiculous because we were under watch all last week for potential snow. We should have gotten like 4 to 8 inches last week. Guess how much we got? A dusting, if that.
Yeah.
Nothing lasted more than 2 days.
Yeah.
So to cancel it this week because we might get snow. Like, oh my God, we live in Wisconsin. Who would have thought?
Right. Yeah, here in the district I'm in, they close more often, but that's because 95% of the kids get bused. Where when I was in school, and even when my kids were in school and they went to the city school, they very rarely canceled because I think they're allowed 3 or 5 days a year before they start um, adding on to the end of the school year.
Yeah,
And
we've
the
already had two.
the one time I want to, oh shit, it was a while, but like Christmas break and that first, I don't know, 4 or 5 days after Christmas break, they canceled school because of the very low wind chills.
Hmm.
And then that year, oh, that January was rough. My son only made it to school 2 days that January, but not because of school canceling. He was sticking up for somebody who was being bullied, and he punched somebody. But it was in defense of somebody who really couldn't defend
I
themselves.
was gonna say good for him for defending somebody.
He did not get grounded.
Good job.
Um, but and then we just took him out of that school because it was just, it was a lot that we dealt with at that school. But they can't, very rarely cancel school, and usually if they do, it's because of wind chills.
Hmm. Yeah, like last year we had school canceled because of wind chills, and things like that. And like I went to the same school when I was a kid. We didn't cancel because we were gonna get less than a freaking ruler worth of snow.
Right. Yeah. They, when I was in school, I can probably count on one hand the time they canceled because of inclement weather.
Right.
So, um,
Frustrating.
yeah.
Like what happened? Why is it we're suddenly, you know,
I don't
into
know.
this trend? I mean, at least wait till the weather's here. Cause like I had a girl at work the other night who was like, "Oh, did you hear about the storm we were supposed to get?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll believe it when it's here."
Pretty much. That's how it
She's
is
like,
here too.
she's like, "Well, I was gonna go out and buy a generator." Ma'am, you got like a whole week to go. We don't even know if it's gonna hit yet or how bad it's gonna hit. So yeah, frustrating. Very frustrating.
Yeah. Frustrating is I finally picked up some overtime and I was all excited, ready to work Sunday. They canceled it today. So pissed. So
I
mad.
can I can understand that. I have to work Christmas Eve.
Mm.
But I'm gonna be short nearly 2 hours because we close early.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, well, if I gotta be here, I at least want my full 8. And they're like, yeah, that's just how it is. We try to adjust where needed, yada, yada, yada. She's like, but it doesn't pay to have two of you here at once for you to come in early. No, ma'am, that's not how it works. You have your first shift person come in a little early, so then they don't have to dispatch when they get there. And then he leaves early. I come in early, and we both get our 8.
Right.
That's
But
how that's supposed to work. But she's mad at me because I opened my mouth about it.
uh,
So now I'm being punished and have to work till 3:30 in the morning for New Year's. Mhm.
that pissed me
Yeah.
off.
I asked my direct supervisor about it because it's a different supervisor that does the schedule. They greatly dislike each other. And she's like, well, that's bullshit. She's like, we don't need you here past 2. I was like, oh, so my normal time. She's like, yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Although this past Sunday I did have such a good day. My union put on, like, it's called a snapshot with Santa or snap with Santa. I don't know, something like that. And I normally, because it's like a 40, 45 minute drive for me. And when you have one day off, you don't want to go backed, but I thought, you know what, that would be fun to take the grandkids. So I swooped them up, and it was really cool the way they had it set up. You walk in, you get in line for the kids to get their pictures taken with Santa. And then because there was 3 kids in the picture, I got 3 copies.
Nice.
So I was like, so of course, mom got one, Uncle Roy got one, and all the kids want one. So I'm going to take my copy and make copies so that they can have some.
Nice.
And then you left there, and then they had like a craft table, and you
Mhm.
could either do the craft there, or they could take it with them. They opted to take it with them, and they all did it in the car. Like, what the hell? All right, it kept them occupied. Great. So then after you leave that station, they had another station where they had coloring books, like nice ones. My granddaughter got a LOL.
Perfect. Sorry, he's wrapped him. Oh my gosh, dude. I won.
So my granddaughter got a LOL coloring book. I forgot what Ben got. Jackson got a Hot Wheels. I don't remember what. I don't remember. Anyway, they gave them each a coloring book and a 24 pack of Crayola crayons. And then the next little station, they got like a cookie
Yum.
and a Capri Sun. And then they had a little station.
Sorry.
That's okay. Then they had a station where they could write letters to Santa.
Hmm.
And then they had like other little areas where you could do like little photo ops.
Nice.
They had like a really nice chair set up, and it looked like a nice little fireplace background, and they had some like boxes wrapped, and it was cute, and like cut out elf faces. They
Nice.
and then it was so funny because I had planned on taking them out to lunch,
Hmm.
but I didn't want to tell them. So we pull into the Golden Arches, and one of them says, "What are we doing here?" Well, thing that came to my mind was Aubrey's got to poop. So it's now, instead of having my back going, yeah, Aubrey's like, I don't have to poop.
Funny.
But
Oh,
but when we got out and to head in, like none of them hesitated.
that's
It,
awesome.
ooh, it was fun.
We have something like that this weekend. He was supposed to have his Christmas concert tomorrow night,
Mm.
um, but it has been postponed due to the weather we don't have yet. um, and so now it's going to be on Monday. But on Saturday, we get to go have breakfast with Santa over at
Ooh.
my work. And they usually have like pancakes or waffles, sausage, scrambled eggs, bacon. You can talk to Santa and get pictures. I know this Santa. And then he'll get to do a craft project, which is usually like an ornament type of a thing. So yeah, he wants to test if it's the real Santa or if it's just one of his helpers.
Okay.
So yeah.
But yeah, we ended up having just a great day. So did I want to drive out there? No. Not sorry I did though. The kids had a blast. I got to see coworkers outside of work, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was a really cool thing that they did. Very nice setup. It didn't even look like the Union Hall.
Nice.
So like they had it just set up, and then it was so funny because Jackson, they had like smaller inflatables in there,
Mhm.
and Jackson's like push on him. I'm like, stop it. He was like, I'm curious. I said, be curious with your eyes, not your hands.
Yeah, that's like that. I want to look at it as they're reaching. Dude, you look with your eyes, not your hands.
Absolutely. That's what I told him. I'm like, be curious with your eyes. Just look at it.
Hmm.
You don't have to touch it.
Yeah, I always get that. I want to see. I want to see. Dude, you see it. It's right there. You're looking at it.
Ugh,
So, should I make the announcement of why I keep looking in the corner?
sure.
Tracy's gonna love this.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Tammy.
yeah. Damn it. Sorry. The squirrel might be back.
Yeah. Yep. Just before we started recording, we heard a noise, and Jenny said it came from her closet. So I'm like, oh, maybe your friend's back.
Yeah, the woodland creatures need to stay outside. I told Jill, I understand that people who are, awakened or witchy have a tendency to draw animals to them, but they don't need to come in the house.
Right. Mine stay on
They,
the porch. Mine no. Although when my son still had his air conditioner upstairs in the window, there
Mhm.
would be one that would crawl on it and like tap on his window.
You're shitting me. That I see that I would have sat and fed because that's just fucking cute.
Right. So he's like, yeah, when you're not out, they come up and knock on my damn window.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, they're hungry.
All right. So yeah, the curtain is a little more open than it was when we heard the noise and the attempts. And if there's something there, I'll be able to see it. I haven't seen anything yet, which is why I keep looking. So, welcome back, anxiety. You weren't gone long.
you you missed him, right?
No, no, I didn't. I did not miss seeing his pointed little head peeking at me from the top of the curtain rod, or the attempts he made to jump from the closet to the bed, or, trying to scamper across my dresser and knock everything over. No, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, so on that note, I guess we'll get into today's topic.
I got one quick little thingy before we get
Okay.
started. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Rachel is having surgery, and I just want to throw out because she listens. So I just want to wish her good luck. And it's gonna be a long several months where I don't get to hang with her before work and after work.
Good luck, Miss Rachel. I hope that it is a easy and speedy recovery.
I hope so. But she'll be off for a little bit. And I just want to say, like, good luck. And we're gonna miss her.
uh, I can relate. I can relate. My one supervisor is probably going to be out for a little while. So, yeah. I'll have to take pictures of my office. Christmas threw up in there. But it was my fault. So, yeah. I'll take pictures and I'll post them on the thing, on the Facebook. Um, just because even though I don't like Christmas, and all of that, I still try to make it a pleasant time for everyone else.
Festive.
Yes. On that note, to today's topic.
Let's go.
God damn it, Dave. And I say that because today's topic is a new form of crystal called Davemaoite. Don't know if that's exactly how you say it. Blah, 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 words. They were fine till now.
Right.
So it's spelled Davemoite. Nope, TIE. Can't read either, apparently.
Words written or oral. Not fun.
They're just gone. Um, so this particular mineral and crystal was nicknamed Dave before I got to it. So to be fair, it wasn't just me. And I got this off of the Interesting Engineering website, and I'm sorry if it's too sciencey. If it is too sciencey, please let me know. But I like the sciencey stuff, and I would love to talk black holes and stuff with y'all. So, anybody who's interested in that, weird sciencey fun facts of space.
Do you want
Okay,
to sit here and
back
see
to
me
Earth.
go? Because
We'll come back down to Earth. Okay. So this particular mineral comes from the Earth's lower mantle, which is the space between the core and the crust. So, like I've explained before, my ceiling or my roof to my room and the living room has a space in between it.
mm-hmm.
So the mantle is like that empty space where frickin' Rocky was living. Best way I can describe it to where y'all are going to understand.
And we might, Rocky might be there again. So
Shut up. So it is a rare surprise to find this particular mineral because it is only found under extreme pressure. And in order to find it, well, it's only been found on the Earth's surface a couple of times before, because typically when it comes up to the Earth's surface, it disintegrates because it doesn't have that high pressure against it.
okay.
However, there was a specific diamond, because we all love diamonds, that had a few specks of this particular mineral in it. And so it was basically a diamond with weird black flecks inside of it. Now, as a diamond broker, they see this and go, oh no, we can't sell that. Out it goes. So because of that, some scientists were able to get a hold of it, and they used special tools. I'm not going to get into what the tools are called, but they were able to determine what the specs were. And that's where they determined it was this one called Davemaoite, who was actually the person who engineered the machines that were used. And his nickname was Dave. So the particular mineral managed to make a voyage from at least 412 meters within the lower mantle to the surface. I'm sorry. And this discovery is a step forward for scientists to model the evolution of the Earth from it in greater detail, which, good to know. How long do we have with our planet? Are we going to blow it up before we run out of resources? Are we going to have some kind of catastrophic event that is going to end our planet? We already have scientists looking into us being able to go to other planets, and they've been looking for another Earth for how long now? So Davemite it has a radioactive ability, and it drives how heat moves through the deep Earth. And this is kind of an important thing. It makes up mostly 5 to 7% of the material in the Earth's lower mantle, and is one of three significant minerals. It's mostly calcium silicate, which is apparently the most important phase geochemically. We ain't going to get into all that. Due to its unique ability, though, it scavenges radioactive materials such as uranium. We all know what that is. That's the shit that's over in Chernobyl, which still kind of want to go there. Sorry.
I watched videos of it, but that's
I've seen videos, but probably not the same videos you've seen. I've seen like the weird transformations that have happened to like
yeah.
the wildlife and shit. And it's like, dude, what? And do you really think everyone got out? What happened to the people who got stuck there? You know what I mean? And not only that, it was this hustling and bustling city. And all of a sudden, poof, nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's, yeah.
Yeah.
Has no reason.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to grow like 3 more arms.
There are places within Chernobyl that are safe to go.
Yeah, I'm not chancing shit. I don't want to wake up one day with like an extra pair of tits on my back. Like I'm good.
Unless you spend a significant amount of time there, it's unlikely that that would happen. If
No,
anything, your skin would fall off first.
yeah, I ain't chancing that either.
Oh, okay. So then there's also a couple of other that are radioactive, which is thorium and potassium. The isotopes generate a lot of heat, which makes Dave an essential player in the managing of how heat moves through the deep earth, thus aiding in how heat transfers from the mantle to the crust to power processes like plate tectonics, which is earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and things like that. Dave has never been observed in nature as it disintegrates when it's removed from its high pressure surroundings, like I said. Now, the diamond that this particular mineral was found in was originally found in Europa mine in Botswana. It's in South Africa. I should have just said that.
Yeah.
It is the largest diamond mine in the world, which diamonds, they have their own history. There's actually only one company that owns the entirety of the world's diamonds mines. They are the ones who coined the phrase, diamonds are a girl's best friend. All to sell these precious, pretty, shiny rocks that they had.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting rabbit hole for another day. This particular diamond was actually retrieved decades back. And like I said, it had the tiny black flecks in it. And due to the imperfections, it was utterly useless to jewelers. Personally, though, if I were to have found a diamond that had weird, specks in it, I would be like, wow, this is cool. This is going to be rare. No one else has this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm losing you already. So yeah, the team was able to get a hold of it. And the unlikely ascent of Dave is due to the diamond keeping Dave under pressure. Under pressure. Yeah, you're lost. And the name was chosen to honor this particular geophysical. Jesus Christ, you know what I mean. But Dave has since been approved as a brand new mineral by the various associations associated with all of that. And we ain't even gonna get into those names because I ain't being able to fucking say those either. But the reason I bring this up is because right now we have a couple of volcanoes throughout the world that are threatening to erupt. In our country, under Yellowstone right now, there is magma accumulating under the park, and they don't know what's going to happen. My thought is maybe there is a buildup of Dave, and he is causing this, immense heat that would be creating the magma. If St. Helens goes, we are in for a world of fucking hurt. This lovely book that Miss Sherry sent me for Christmas actually has some very interesting things. And the very first story, mind you, so it's like it was meant to be. I was meant to have this book. In 1812, there was a volcano that had gone off, basically. It was inactive, presumed to be, never to erupt,
Dormant.
right? Yeah. And so one day it just started going, and it had this dense cloud of smoke rise above the volcano summit, and it exploded in April of 1815. And people 1,700 miles away heard the blast.
Jesus.
That's how it's going to be if something happens in Yellowstone. It's going to be heard around the world. But even though it's heard, the effects are going to be global. During the 3-day cataclysmic event, enough ash entered the atmosphere to cast every island within a 250-mile radius in darkness. Yeah. I mean, that it's going to be the entirety of the United States in darkness, I would assume, because of its location. The eruption killed most of Sumbawa's residents. The after effects of disease, pollution, and famine killed more than 80,000 people throughout Indonesia.
Jesus.
Yeah. There was 140 gigatons of magma that erupted from this volcano. But it was the hundreds of millions of tons of fine ash that came with it that caused the widest reaching damage. The wind and weather systems spread the ash around the globe, joining ash particles from other recent eruptions in the West Indies in 1812 and Mount Mayon in 1814, and another one in 1813 and another one in 1814. Were already still there. So it just all kind of conglomerated and was like, hey, world in darkness, hello, frozen. And the particles remained in the air for years, blocking out the sun and cooling the entire planet. To make matters worse, this took place during an extended period of a low solar energy output that lasted from about 1795 to 1820. So nearly 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So it definitely made me wonder, is this mineral suddenly making this appearance 30 years ago and taking it into account with recent events, how we have these potentials for volcanoes going off. The conspiracy theory, because I don't know if it's fact, that government has been able to enact tsunamis, bring down islands and things like that. They're fucking up the weather because they're doing these things, supposedly, because I don't know if it's fact. But the idea that that's possible, one event could trigger a global like isolation, a global freeze. Add that in with polar ice caps melting and all the weird shit coming out of there, from hundreds of millions of years ago. I mean, we have diseases that the world hasn't seen in 150 million years.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Our planet is angry with us, I think. And she's like, nope, fuck you all. You're done. So, and I think that the culmination of all that is also in part why so many people are awakening, to what the government is doing, because that's technically what an awakening is being awakened to, government influence versus the spiritual aspect, of awakening, because, both use the term, but both mean very different things. How, we're becoming more intuitive. We're looking outside our planet for, sources of information, and about our past, where we came from, and things like that.
Interesting.
Welcome to my weird scientific brain.
Now, do you have any pictures of the mineral?
I did have a couple. I would have to look up the article again. It's basically, honestly, a little diamond with a couple black flecks. That's really all it is. Nothing remarkable about it, because that's the only picture they have, is just that. I mean, imagine the white wax is the diamond, and the spider is Dave. That's it.
Well, I just figured if you could, like, once the episode is out, like, post pictures or whatever, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, there really wasn't any available for it because of the fact that it's not able to be researched, in its own environment. And not only that, but to bring it to our environment, it just disintegrates. So it's not something that they can openly study and like get microscopic pictures and things like that of it.
Okay. Hold on. I had a call. Just 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, good. So yeah, I thank you, Sherry, our moderator, very much for my Christmas present. It has already come in handy with the very first story.
And what is it called?
This book is called Weird, Scary, and Unusual by Haunted Histories and Mind-Blowing Mysteries. I'm not seeing an actual author to it, but it could be because it's got such a vast amount of different stories.
Okay.
The bullets here for the chapters, there's weird history, strange encounters, haunting tales, crimes and criminals, odd individuals, curious places, and then beyond categorization.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it's a fun book already. It really is. So yeah, that on point, perfect for me. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
Yeah. So that's my story.
And I'm definitely gonna have to have you get me the spelling for that again. So when I type up the notes and title this bitch.
Okay. I mean, it's Dave Mayo-White. Dave Mayo.
All right, still send it to me because I'm like, my brain is getting super sleepy.
It's not an easy one. Why do you think it's nicknamed Dave? So yeah, from now on, anytime we have any type of cataclysmic meteorological event, I'm gonna be like, God damn it, Dave.
Poor Dave.
Yeah.
He's
And
probably
he
gonna.
gets blamed for the ADD. Now he's gonna be getting blamed for the weather. I mean, dude just can't catch a break.
Sucks to be Dave.
It does. Oh, fun fact. Uh, Captain shit.
What?
Um, 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 Star Trek.
Which one?
Um, Jean-Luc Picard.
Next Generation.
There we go. That guy. Damn it! I had it in my head, and then it just went. Poof. He is reading A Christmas Carol on TikTok.
Oh, LeVar Burton.
No,
Patrick Stewart.
yes, that one.
Oh.
Yeah, he's reading A Christmas Carol on
Oh,
TikTok.
I just assumed LeVar Burton because reading Rainbow, but okay.
Sorry, I was very excited about that when I saw like instant follow. Hi, I'm a nerd.
I'm married to one, which is why I know these things.
Yeah,
It used to
I
be
just have fleeting brains.
it used to. Okay, so the other day, Roy was trying to get Alexa to do like rain sounds, but he's like customizing it. And I'm like, it's not a holodeck. You can't just make the storm you want. You get what you get. It's
Tell him
play.
YouTube's better.
Now, see, does have that,
Mhm.
but if his phone rings or a text comes through or anything like that, it cuts it out.
Yeah, I have that problem with my sleep sounds.
So yeah, he gets irritated with that.
I can relate. I play my, binaural beats and sleep sounds and stuff like that. And yeah, phone calls fuck that up
Hmm.
every time.
And the one night I had it all set up. It was like the perfect brainstorm. It didn't like get super loud because the one he picked the one night we're laying there and like I'm starting to doze off and the thunder gets super loud, scares the shit out of me, wakes me up. I like accidentally elbow him because it scared the shit out of me because he had his arm around me. Yeah, it was a whole fucking mess.
Oh, Marcelo really likes the ones that are like in the glass room. There's one where there's a kitty in there. There's another one where there's a fire. And so like you have rain sounds with the sounds of the crackling fire. He loves that one. Yep,
Yeah.
he's a rain dude.
Yeah, we either end up sleeping with a thunderstorm or a fan.
This thing has seen better days.
What the fuck is it?
It's supposed to be a sleep lamp,
Oh, okay.
but it's got sounds of the ocean, the rain, it's got whale and a stream.
Oh, okay.
He used to love the ocean one when he was a baby, but probably because we lived on the ocean. But then he fell in love with the rain and he will not go to sleep without it. The whale, however, can kick rocks.
Yeah.
He hates that one. So yeah, he has to have that every night. There's been a couple of times where we forgot it upstairs, and so I'll turn on the YouTube for him. And he's very particular about which rain he listens to. It cannot be rain on a tin roof.
Yeah, the one Roy listens to on YouTube is like a 10-hour.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the one he listens to. And then one night he got a bright idea. Well, I'll play it on my phone and you play it on yours, and then it'll be in stereo. And guess who didn't get no
Why?
fucking sleep that night?
Why do you need it in stereo? He needs one of the sleep masks that I have,
He's got one.
but does it have Bluetooth with speakers?
Yes.
But what the fuck does he need it playing everywhere else for?
I don't know. In,
I
in
love this
fact,
one.
in fact, he's got that one, but in gray.
I didn't know that.
And our son bought it for him. I'm like,
Oh.
where was mine?
Yeah, because I like to do like fairy song, siren song, or I'll do like activations or sleep meditation. Depends on what I need that day. It
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah, I have an app called Avora. Aren't you the one that got me list? Didn't you get me into that?
I think so.
It's got like the sleep meditation and
Yep.
yeah, it
But it
records your
doesn't last.
sounds.
That's my downfall. It doesn't last. I need it to last because I wake up and then I need it to get back to sleep.
Yeah. And if we keep talking about sleep, I'm gonna fall asleep right here.
Sorry.
I'm already so tired. So
Yeah, it is after 2 in the morning for you, so I
yeah.
understand.
Yeah. So I think on that note, we're gonna say good night and hope everyone has a really good week. And just
Stay healthy. Watch out for the woodland creatures. Have a great nap. See you next time.
bye.
Bye.